In February 2020, a seemingly ordinary evening for Sarah Boone and her boyfriend, George Torres Jr., turned into a chilling and tragic event that shocked Winter Park, Florida. Here's the full story of what transpired. Welcome to the Vault of Horrors. Sarah Boone and George Torres Jr. were a couple known to have a tumultuous relationship. Both had a history of alcohol abuse and domestic disputes, with police being called to their residence on multiple occasions. Despite their issues, the two continued their relationship, which would ultimately end in tragedy. On the evening of February 24, 2020, Boone and Torres were reportedly drinking heavily at their home. According to Boone, they decided to play a game of hide and seek to lighten the mood. During the game, she claimed Torres suggested he hide inside a large suitcase. Boone zipped Torres into the suitcase, reportedly as a joke. She later told authorities that she thought it was harmless and assumed he would easily unzip himself. After filming him struggling inside the suitcase, she went upstairs, fell asleep, and left him trapped. The next morning, Boone claimed she woke up and realized Torres wasn't in bed with her. She then went downstairs and opened the suitcase, where she found Torres' lifeless body. Panicked, she called 911 and reported the incident as an accident. When emergency responders arrived, Torres was pronounced dead at the scene. Boone appeared distraught and told them her story of drunken hide-and-seek gone wrong. At first, authorities treated the death as a tragic mishap until they discovered chilling evidence. While investigating the scene, authorities found Boone's phone and discovered 2 video clips recorded the previous night. These videos revealed a much darker version of events. The first video, George Torres could be heard inside the suitcase, yelling that he couldn't breathe and begging to be let out. Boone, instead of helping, laughed and taunted him. She said things like, "This is what it feels like when you cheat on me." The second video, Torres' pleas grew more desperate as he repeatedly cried out, "I can't breathe." Boone continued to mock him, showing no signs of concern for his safety. These videos directly contradicted Boone's claim that she had simply fallen asleep and forgotten about him. The evidence suggested deliberate cruelty and neglect rather than an innocent accident. After reviewing the video evidence and the autopsy results, Boone was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. The autopsy revealed that Torres had died from positional asphyxia. He had been unable to breathe due to the confined space and his body's position inside the suitcase. Additionally, bruises and injuries on his body indicated he had struggled to free himself. Boone's defense argued that the death was unintentional, pointing to her apparent shock and grief when she called 911. However, the prosecution emphasized the video evidence, showing Boone's lack of concern and her deliberate taunting of Torres as he suffocated. On December 2, 2024, Sarah Boone, a 47-year-old Florida woman, was sentenced to life in prison for the second-degree murder of her boyfriend. The trial lasted 10 days, and the jury deliberated for just 90 minutes before convicting Boone of second-degree murder. At the sentencing, Torres' grieving family gave emotional statements about the devastating impact of his death. Boone also addressed the court, asking for forgiveness and recounting the alleged abuse she had endured. Despite her plea, the judge handed down a life sentence without the possibility of parole. This case, marked by its disturbing evidence and tragic outcome, serves as a sobering reminder of the consequences of domestic conflicts and the impact of unchecked cruelty. This is the Vault of Horrors. Thanks for watching.